How does a soul get cloned? I'm afraid I opened up a big fat can of worms, but I think it's worth it opening up the conversation and seeing how we can unpack this together. So coming off of that last video I made, which I'll link in the comments, I remembered that I had a session like maybe a month and a half ago where I saw a client of mine had her consciousness borrowed by, let's say, higher intelligence. And she hadn't all the way retrieved it. So she was really fragmented. And there was a lot of fear programs around higher intelligence and being able to safely expand into other realities without losing herself, which would make a lot of sense. I didn't realize what I was seeing at the time and how it all kind of is starting to run in a parallel narrative with what we're seeing now as a possibility with so much conversation around cloning. So this is all starting to make sense. The soul is not cloned, number one. The body template is cloned. So the elites have known how to do this for a very long time. The idea is that they would have V1 that would be in one particular reality in an awake state, getting things done. And then while V1 was sleeping, V2 would be meeting with that consciousness borrowed in underground secret society places. Let's talk about what's happening underneath Denver, Nevada, Western Canada. And it would transfer between V1 and V2. The V2 is operating off of an upload of memories. That's going into the subconscious programming. With deep levels of soul selling and victim and abuse patterns, that soul is being harvested. It's like another purgatory loop from what I'm seeing. I know this sounds crazy. I'm not trying to put fear into anybody, but it makes a lot of freaking sense. So check this out. So I was led to go check out this website, Donald Marshall Revolution. It's wild. Thank you, Miss Amy, for your recommendation, where he makes very detailed accounts of how his consciousness was borrowed through REM-driven consciousness transfers. Do you remember seeing this video on TikTok about Kid Buu saying he was a clone from Clonaid? Their first baby clone was December 2002. One of my main theses of the book, and I'm constantly seeing this in sessions, is that a majority of these sacrifice patterns are coming from religiosity, specifically the Vatican and the Catholic Church. Sorry. No surprise here that, Donald Marshall is a Roman Catholic self-proclaimed ex-insider of Freemasons. Shocker. Now, he either has a wild imagination or there's some actual validity to some of this shit. I'm going to connect some more dots in part 3.